Hello everyone! Stella and I just did a wonderful road trip to Tennessee to help and visit my brother who just moved there. Stella is a great road trip partner, although her map reading could use some work. We're back and putting together more gear videos. I thought it was a great time to go through all of her gear that will be going with us when we set out on trail in March for our thru hike. She only carries around 4 to 5 pounds of gear total, and half of that is food. The rest I carry, and it only adds 3 to 4 pounds of weight that I cut out elsewhere in my tent and sleep system. Let's dive in! First up are her top paw dog socks that I picked up at PetSmart. These keep her feet extra warm at nighttime and are super fast and easy to put on. I think she also likes that the grippy pads make her slip less on our tile floors. We just swapped from her last rough wear jacket from the other videos to this one. The Fernie dog jacket is a bit warmer and this one fits her better. It has a fleecy inside layer and a knit outside layer, making it extra warming. The zipper makes it easier and faster to get on, which also means I wouldn't have to take off her leash to put it on her. She thoroughly enjoys wearing it when it's cold out. Her raincoat is one I got off of Amazon pretty affordably and is ultra adorable. This keeps her pretty dry when it's raining, as well as being an additional warming layer when it's cold and windy. Just throw it right over top of her other layer and she is extra warm and cozy. The bright colors and reflective strips are perfect for low visibility conditions, which is when this coat will be most used and most needed. We're not too sure if these are still going. The first half of the trail isn't so crazy that shoes would be needed for her. Dogs have very thick paw pads for traveling rough terrain. The only very good reason I can think to bring them is when it is slushy out, then her feet could get very wet and cold if we're out there for a while. Likewise, if we're heading into town and the sun is cooking the pavement, then they could be quite useful in protecting her from the hot ground. Aside from that, they seem like they could be bad for loose rocks because she may not be able to feel her way around as much. Her trekking pack from Groundbird Gear is my favorite piece of gear she has. The custom tailor-made harness fits her perfectly because it is made to her exact size specifications. It detaches and reattaches very fast and is easy to do. There's a reason I talk about this pack a lot, and it's because its features are better than any other dog pack that's on the market. Watch as it effortlessly attaches to her harness with the Velcro. Then it snaps in place up top and has an additional strap that goes under her belly to keep it from shaking. Gear goes in easily or can be cinched under the center straps. It features a roll top design and clips in place on either side of the bag. I can also pull the bottom strap to eliminate the extra space as she eats her food. Like most people that hike with their dogs, we use Musher's Secret Paw Protection to keep her paws from cracking or sustaining injuries. I apply this to her paws at least once a day while hiking and often twice. Her smaller paws also mean I can easily apply by dabbing them in the top and rubbing the balm in after it gets a good layer on, getting between those toes. Her sleep pad is a remnant from my first sleep pad, which was this closed cell foam pad. It keeps her warmer at night and offers a great comfort. 5 sections fit her perfectly, and I can also use it myself as a butt pad. Groundbird Gear coming in hot again! She uses their turtle top quilt, which works by using a soft harness built right into the quilt system, as well as adorable tiny buckles to clip up the quilt into a jacket configuration. When it's really cold out, she ends up sleeping in my sleeping bag with me, which is absolutely fine because I get cold on the freezing nights too. That soft harness keeps her quilt in place while she's sleeping so she can get up and adjust without a regular blanket falling off of her. Again, those buckles allow the quilt to be clipped up like a jacket so she can wear it around camp on cold mornings while I'm doing stuff and it won't drag on the ground. She has a large bowl for food and a small bowl for water. The small bowl is the perfect size to eliminate wasted water as she only drinks a little bit of water at a time. She needed a big one for the large amount of food that she eats and for when I mix goodies in with her food. Another small bowl didn't work well for her food. She has a simple rope leash. It's built pretty well, and even after a year and a half of walks, runs, hikes, and water activities, it's not frayed or pulled apart. I loop it onto my hip belt when hiking to stay hands-free. Now this magical thing is something that I made myself. It is a dog run that I can set up and tether to her when we get to camp so that she can't run off, but still has plenty of room to run around and explore. It's got some 30 to 40 feet of line with clips on each end so that it can easily attach to trees by clipping back onto itself. Let me know if you'd like me to do a video on how I made this and all of its components, as it cost me less than $15 to assemble, and a comparable one costs over $50 in store. Watch as it easily wraps around an object and clips to itself. The carabiner is then able to attach onto the line, and her leash clips into that, allowing her to have her own trolley-style dog run system. She can run all day as long as she's attached to that and not get tangled. This next item is her emergency airlift by Fido Pro. In the event that she were to sustain an injury that would render her unable to walk, this is how I would be able to get her to safety. She had fallen asleep when I filmed this bit and I didn't want to bother her, so the picture to the left shows a bit more how it works. I'll be showing more on this and how we use it in my first aid video coming out soon. Her last item is of course her collar. There's nothing that special or fancy about it. I think it's pretty and it does its job of holding your tags and identification. I love the mountains and colors on it, and I am happy that I found it. That is all of Stella's gear. Let me know in the comments what you use for your dog, and definitely let me know your opinion on her shoes. I don't want to bring them if we're not going to use them, but better safe than sorry, right? Alright, take care. Do not forget to reapply your sunscreen.
I have one of the...
Hi Stella. Do I have your thing?